Hi guys, it's Sarah Nissen. I just wanted to come on real quick and talk about my recommendations for pre and post frenectomy. Since if you only have a day, I hope you've been doing the OMT exercises. If not, I'm not sure how much a day will help, but I hope that afterward, I strongly recommend either and both myofascial release, which is the fascia of the entire fascia is like a webbing of fibers, I guess, if you will, covering the muscles. So anyway, myofascial release, very important. It's been hugely successful for me, actually, and I haven't even gone to a therapist. There's a lot of a lot of things afterwards, but before, if you haven't continued doing your exercises, Arnica 200 is the thing that got me through and still has gotten me through. Homeopathy, you can get this at Whole Foods, Sprouts, natural, whatever it's called, natural foods stores, Vitamin Cottage, or whatever it's called in other places. I'm not sure where you are, but any natural food store has Arnica. They may not have Arnica 200. You can do Arnica 30 if you need to. Arnica 200 is a little bit more potent. I would suggest it strongly, but if you can't, Arnica 30 may do it for you. Because the pain right afterwards is depending. I mean, mine was posterior, so they went pretty deep. It was pretty painful, but the Arnica helped. During, close your eyes. Don't look at the needle. The needle is big when when they do the numbing. I would recommend the numbing. For my guy, he just dabbed on some topical numbing cream and then used the needle 3 times. Tell them, if you're nervous about that, tell them that you don't want that much numbing. They didn't really need to use much, and it wore off within an hour for me. It was a little bit uncomfortable not being able to talk super well. It did numb the front tip of my tongue as well as underneath. You probably could do it without numbing if you don't have a posterior tie. You could have them start without doing the injection, and then if they have to go deeper, do the injection. It's another option. Because the topical one covers the initial frenulum that's right there. And let's see, if you're doing with laser, there's a smell. I would suggest bringing essential oils. I would bring like lavender to calm yourself down and also to smell during the procedure. Because if you're sensitive, it kind of, at the end, it was kind of stinky. Mine took like 15 minutes because they kept having to go deeper. Sometimes they take like 5. Doesn't take very long. And I would bring sunglasses that are comfortable for you because of the lights, of course. And if you want, you can bring calming music if that helps you. They put a nice warm, like, pillow thing, I think it was buckwheat, around my neck with lavender on it. And it was nice, it helped. It really doesn't take very long though. You're just kind of opening your mouth and then closing it. Don't be afraid to ask your dentist or whoever's doing it to stop at any point if you feel like you can't breathe, you need a break. I know that sometimes I would lay there in the dentist previously and be like, oh, I should just suck it up, and this time I'm like, raise my hand. Like, I probably raised my hand like 10 times to get them to stop so I could feel more comfortable and just breathe, because I was having issues with my tongue being far back while they were pushing it, and I felt like I couldn't breathe. That's not going to happen to everybody, but just in case. So, get your Arnica. Take Arnica if you can, if you have it, hopefully. Take it 2 times the day before the procedure, then the morning of, and then right before the procedure, right after if you want to, or an hour later, because the procedure is so short. And then take it as needed. Take it every hour as needed. If you have a little bit more time and you can order, I would get Arnica 1M. You can also get that on Amazon. I have another video that has that link below it. I'll come back and put the links below this later. And after the procedure, so rest. I would suggest resting that day. I had plans to go get ice cream. I did not want to get ice cream afterwards because my tongue tie was pretty posterior. That means they had to, do a bit of layers, and it wasn't super pleasant. just give yourself some time to rest if you can. I could have worked. I could have, you know, it would have been okay. You can still talk. Once it's not numb, you have plenty of, you know, you can eat. I would eat soft foods just because it's sort of hard to move your tongue around. I still am having some issues moving my tongue around because the muscles, the fibers are released and the muscles are new. But for the week after, I would get yourself some nourishing foods, some soups. I had meatball soup one day and pudding and just soft foods like that, so that when you're tired, your muscles get kind of tired, you can just eat something quickly and you don't feel grumpy or hungry. Continue with the arnica as needed throughout the stretches, doing stretches afterwards for that first week. Keeping the tongue moving and talking is very, very important. That's the homework they gave you, was keep talking, do your stretches. I have another video that shows the week 1 stretches. So go, my YouTube channel has all the videos, so go on there and find week 1 posterior tongue tie stretches. And so continue with the arnica, drink lots of water. It's kind of hard, you have to remind yourself to drink because it feels a little bit different. Let's see. Continue, for the first few days the wound didn't close, but then about day 4 or 5 it started to create these little fibers down below it to seal up in the morning. I did not do stretches in the middle of the night, but I did wake up first thing and do the stretches. I got disappointed because I felt like it was reattaching. Everybody keeps saying that. Rub those out. Go like this. Literally break them up. Salt water will be your friend. 1 cup of water warmed in the microwave for about 30 seconds and 1 teaspoon of salt, preferably sea salt. Rinsing around in your mouth, so soothing. Do not discount that because that is really important. I always discounted that when my mom would tell me, oh, gargle with salt water. This salt water, have salt water, even if it's cool, by the side of your bed to rinse is key. So the arnica, the salt water, some soft, easy to eat foods that are comfort foods for you. And beware of the emotional components to this whole thing. It's been way more emotional than I thought. I was afraid at first when I could move my tongue so far. It kind of made me sort of go into this weird like fear thing. And then also as the days progressed, I went into regret one day. I'm like, it's not working, it's reattaching, what's the matter with me? And then my neck was so sore. If your neck is sore again during it, do this this massage for the fascia down here and up here. Push up and move back and forth over any firm spots. This is supposed to be squishy and soft. I know that probably most of you don't have it squishy and soft like I didn't, and my myofunctional therapist told me that it was, and I was like, are you serious? So this massage here releases all this tension in my neck, and it keeps wanting to go back to how it was. So you just rub it yourself, do the stretches of your tongue, but this one is even more important. Okay, and that is it. So rest as much as you can, cry if you need to, scream, yell, complain consciously if you need to, ask for help, go see your therapist. I actually went to see my therapist, talk to a good friend. It's an emotional thing as well because your body's been in the same way this whole time. It's like a letting go, it's an opening, it's a surrendering in a way, and it's kind of scary to be out of that zone. I mean, we're in this comfortable uncomfortability right before that, you know, we're used to this way that our body is, and it's changing a little bit. Sometimes our tongue can move a little farther than we think, but we're scared because it hurts. Don't push it too much the first week, but do the stretches. Do the myofascial massage, like in the car, anywhere. Lots. I don't know if anybody's ever talked about this one before, but up here, pressing straight up, back and forth until that band releases. I feel this one back up here. So that's it. I think that's all I can think of. I will talk to you later. I hope this helps. Bye.